Hey y'all, welcome to Just Jamming, your awkward big sister podcast. Today we're going to talk about relationships, and that's going to encompass being in a relationship to get married because I'm married, so it's going to be from the lens of that. So watch with your own discretion. If you don't want to hear it, you get to click off the video. Um, so I am married. I've been married for 6 years. And I can say that I am absolutely happily married. And I will also say that marriages work. And sometimes in younger generations, you don't necessarily want to do the work. You expect that it's going to be some type of perfect situation, but that's not always the case. Um, I am studying social work, so I'm 1,000% an advocate of healing before you get into a relationship with someone else. And I'm also 1,000% an advocate of know your worth and don't just allow people to treat you any old kind of way because that's just you just want to be with someone. Um, and I did a little TikTok, so I can post that if you guys. Oh, it's actually on this page. I posted it in shorts. So it's a lady saying, "Do Christian women know how to date?" And it's like not necessarily because we aren't taught to date because dating most of the time leads to premarital sex. But also, I believe that sometimes God is keeping you from dating because He wants that time with you to cultivate who you're going to be. And if you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever, and dating, and he has an anointing over your life, he's going to cause you to be rejected. And then with that rejection, once you become older, you're going to be like, oh, well, I'm not going to date. I keep getting rejected by the guy you want versus, you know, being accepted or pursued by the guy you don't want. But that's also a thing, like a bum, like it's like the gas station guy. Like if it's like the gas station guy is always like, oh, hey girl, what's up? Looking good, and you're in sweatpants, and got, your bonnet on. So it's just like you may want that relationship, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to settle for whoever calls out your name. You take time to get to know you, take time to get to know what you would like in a mate, and take time to, like I said before, heal from anything that would deter you from being a good mate. So you have to do the work on you before you could ever look outside of yourself for someone to love and to be in a long lasting relationship with, which is what marriage is. Marriage is dating your partner every day. Marriage is showing up for your partner mentally, emotional every day. You know, there's some times where you get into fights. Nothing in this life is going to be perfect. The only perfect person that walked this earth is Jesus Christ. So nothing necessarily is going to be perfect, but I would say knowing your worth and knowing that you deserve a person that is going to be building with you or at the same level as you, and don't get caught up in what society tells you is going to attract a mate. Understand yourself for yourself, because I believe there is somebody for everybody. So, don't get caught up in the perfect body or the perfect outfits or the perfect tax bracket, because in this day and age, it's like people tell you what a high value person is and they're mentioning their tax bracket, but their heart posture and their attitude is horrible. So you may, be a millionaire, but you don't know how to treat people. You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to respect anybody. So it's just consider those things. You may be high in society as far as financial, as far as the limelight, as far as people knowing your name, but consider the morals and the values of a person. And if they align with yours, then you can go from there. Um, Going back to the TikTok that I made about Christian dating, the lady was like, "Oh, we get like high school sweethearts or get in youth camp and we just get thrown with someone, or we just, people, it's like high school, like, oh, Bobby likes you, do you like Bobby, stuff like that." But as you mature, as you age, as you get older, 22, 23, 25, 27, and you're dating with the intent of marriage, be intentional. Be intentional. Don't give everybody your time. Don't give everybody your brain space. Don't try to be everything to everybody. Don't be a wife before you're a wife. Don't be a wife before you're a wife. Nobody really taught me to be a wife as far as being raised to be a wife. I was raised with chores, but it's just like that, those were chores. Um I was never raised to be a wife. But by viewing the way my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law did things, I kind of learned how to do things in accordance to how to be a wife. I lived with my husband when we were dating, and I would advise for you to get your own apartment or live with your parents if that's what you want to do. Get your own place, get your own income, figure out what you're going to do for you, because you can only get in a marriage. I'm not going to say a situation because you can only get in a marriage when you are prepared to be married. If you know that, your high school sweetheart broke your heart, but you're still trying to pursue marriage, make sure there's no bitterness there. Make sure there's no regret there. Make sure there's no, you thinking back to shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because you're going to bring that then into your engagement, into your marriage. And that's just starting off on the wrong foot. Getting that healing. And I'm speaking to women because, like I said, this is your big sister podcast. If you're a man, you have to seek counsel from a man. I can't really speak from that because I ain't no man. So it's like, get alone and learn who you are and heal from anything that could be hindering you from being the best match for this person. Like I said, me and my husband definitely aren't perfect, and our first couple years were extremely rocky because we didn't have those foundations from either side, because he's from a single mother home, I'm from a single mother home. So we didn't grow up seeing that marriage and working together in cohesive situations. Um, I'm almost out of time, but I just want you all to value yourselves and to look at relationship as you're going into something to build something better. If it's just because I want a man, that's a silly reason. Um, if it's because I want to build a life for myself, I want a family, I want to, do something positive in this world, then I believe that that's a good reason. And don't let people trick you into thinking, oh, nobody's getting married, so what's the point? Let's just live together. No, people still get married. People still want to get married. People still desire getting married. And there's so many people out there waiting for their husbands. So don't let the society and social media and all these things trick you into, oh, ain't nobody getting married, so it don't even matter. People are getting married and people want to get married, and people need advice from those who are in healthy and well working relationships. Now, if people are in relationships that they hate, then I really can't say nothing about that. I wouldn't say take advice from them, but if people are in loving and healthy relationships, then absolutely seek them. Ask them, how do you guys work through your issues? What can you do to prepare yourself to be ready to be a wife and in a wife mindset first per se. That's all I have for today. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good day. Friday, we're going to have a girl chat about a situationship that I was in before I met my husband. It's going to be some tea, girl. Some tea. Have a good day. Bye.